So why is this happening? So this was a trick. Really, guys?
Hey, this is
Really?
So if I didn't show up.
Yes. I was in the negative $28. So I was able to get 22 out of it. Send more if you can, if you want. So depressing. I need coffee like yesterday, but haven't been able to get to order any from being in the negative. I've been bumming off of everyone and I think they're getting sick of me. Sigh. Don't worry about court. Used to it. I go back on Friday to hopefully have my motion approved to be unhandcuffed in the courtroom. The sheriff has to be included, so I guess it's a big deal. It is to me. I hope the cameras are there and they zoom in on me being removed from the cuffs. We'll see. And the laptop is stupid. No internet, word program, email, anything useful other than me being able to view contents from USB drives. And the program to open won't allow all access. It's a headache, and I'm the captain today. Sigh. The officers don't care, and of course, give attitude whenever I ask about anything. You know, I rebuke you, Satan. This is never ending. So, you're leaving out of town for a family reunion? Where? And you come back next Tuesday on the 13th? Please, let me know when you can come ASAP so I can tell the captain. It's in my letter to her. Please. It's important. And yes, send pictures. Very excited to see. Why couldn't you book a visit? I've not had any, so I don't know the reason. Just admit it. You don't want to. Sad-faced. JK, I miss you. Lovett is well over 200 pounds, and every time I see her, I have to do a double take because I cannot believe how fat she is now. Kiki hasn't told me anything new, and I think she's just waiting to hear back about her competency, which she is. Thank you for the commissary and hopeful coffee. Brian has been doing me so wrong. Lana sent me a copy of his CC statement, credit card statement, sidebar. You may hear these sirens in the background. You know that Los Angeles is having a protest. We'll take this time to sidebar and say, this episode, we're going to focus on some of Sarah's scissor sisters. We did a live today, and we discussed now that Lana is gone and James and company is gone, just how dependable Sarah's new or remaining scissor sisters are. So here we are. Lana sent me a copy of his credit card statement, and he ordered almost $1,000 in Uber Eats, but yet he does not have anything to give me other than heartache and headache. He's such a mean person. Also, I haven't talked to little man the entire summer. Brian's done nothing to encourage him to schedule a visit, even if forcing him to. I admit, my feelings are hurt. What's new? I love you, miss you, here by myself, fighting for myself. I hope you have a nice time and get to hug all your family members and receive all their good love. Don't forget I'm here though. I really need my property picked up ASAP. Catch me next time for court. I'm sure it'll be live Friday if you want to see. Over this. So over this. I rebuke you, Satan. Let me see. Please let me know your thoughts about everything so I may know what to expect. Love you always. Sigh. Now, we know Christina has been very busy. She's free, enjoying her freedom, as she should. And she just wants to let Sarah know that she still has her back, even though she's been missing all of her calls and court dates and messages. The subject is, hey, bestie, heart, please don't be mad at me. I'll come sometime next week to get the property, okay? As soon as I get back, I'ma get it, even if I have to Uber there and back. And I put 25 more in the account, so hopefully you can get your coffee and sweets. Do you want a jumping Java? Remember, call me, okay? I'ma answer, cause I'm not gonna be working. Your next court date, I will be there, okay? Wow, that's crazy about the laptop. And you're not by yourself, Sarah. I'm here for you and doing everything I can for you. I may be a little slow, but I'm fighting this with you. You're not alone. And sidebar, Christina writes a bit like a teenager in shorthand text messaging, if you know what I mean. Instead of saying Y-O-U-R, it's U-R. Or instead of saying but, it's B-T. So, and it's no punctuations. It's just all one big run-on paragraph. So, there we are. And I dislike your ex so much. He's a piece of shit. And I'm sorry about little man. I would talk to him to set him straight if you'd want me to. And still talk to your brother? Love you, Sarah. Just know that you have someone out here who cares about you, okay? And is fighting for you. I'm fighting for you and Bobby. Love you. And Ashley sent me this today. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and hope. Romans 5:3. Love you, Sarah. So Christina, we know she's a little flaky. Sarah wants her to pick up her property and do some work for her, and she's promising she's going to do it, but she did make it to her sentencing hearing. We do know that. We saw her there and getting choked up with Judge Cranick. So today, during our live conversation, we were talking about Sarah and her exposure on TikTok and across social media. And some of you didn't know that her case was so large on other platforms, and you know why she felt so famous and popular. So let's read this message that's really interesting from Sasha. And Sasha is the one who helped her with her clothing. We've read messages from her before. Get ready, because this is very interesting. Dear Sarah, my name is, and she says her name, Sadasia, but she says call her Sasha. So we'll go with Sasha. I am writing to you on behalf of myself and my company, and she lists her company's name, but we won't say it. The purpose of this correspondence is threefold. Well, her company has the word diva in it, so she's a girly person. The purpose of this correspondence is threefold, so let's take my reasonings one step at a time. First and foremost, let me say, I think what you are going through is an extremely traumatic and earth-shattering situation. I believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that you had no intention of losing George or even causing him harm. I am a survivor of domestic violence myself, and I can fully understand the dynamic. I can understand how hard it is to be in love with someone while looking past the bad and seeing the good in them. I know how it is and want to save someone from their ways. I know how it is wanting to save someone from their ways and help them become a better person. I believe you love George and we're working towards building a healthy life together, but through a series of unfortunate circumstances, that was not the outcome of the situation. Let's now address the purpose of my contacting you. I know you are well aware of the media, as you have acknowledged in open court. I love how you asked Judge Cranick how the press was informed about your hearing in advance, but you were alerted by a guard kicking your bunk and telling you that you had court that morning. So, I wish to point out to you that the media is ruthless and is televising your court appearances as well as past body cam videos and details of what's happening in custody with you now. The press is also sharing your letters to the judge and your past interactions with your public defenders and law enforcement. However, it's not just mainstream media talking about you and your case, Sarah. It's social media talking about you literally every day. The TikTokers, the YouTubers, the Twitch streamers, and other vlog hosts are breaking down your court trials, jail incident reports, and sharing police body cam videos and your 911 calls. They are streaming new content about yourself and your case in multiple places daily. Be advised, these body cam videos are from multiple dates, Sarah. The most commonly popular are the videos of the day 911 was dispatched to your home to retrieve George and get your initial statement. I do not wish to say that you begged for water multiple times, and it was horrific how they demeaned you by ultimately making you drink from the water hose. As I said above, the multiple body cam videos from the day of the incident are the most popular, Sarah, by far. Not the only videos, but your interrogation videos are public as well, as many videos of previous incidents of domestic violence calls where George was arrested when you were arrested for DV as well. So I feel you need to be aware of what is happening out here so you can better fight your case and fight for your livelihood, which brings me to the reason number 2 why I am contacting you. Is your public image, which I am sure is affecting your son, and I am offering to advocate for you. I can help you fundraise. We can work together to put your side of the story out in the world and online. You know, Sarah, it'll allow you to have a visible presence on the major social media platforms, like I mentioned before. I am offering to make posts, create, edit, and upload videos and other contents on your behalf, of course. In addition, I can inform you of what is being put out about you daily. For example, they posted about when you got an infraction for having 3 sandwiches and over 20 packets of cheese. These kind of details and stories are being said without you being able to respond, which is a load of bullcrap if you ask me. It's petty and quite unfair. At least this is why I can give you a play-by-play in real life, real time of what's being said about you, Sarah. So you know what's what and how many. Good one, Sasha. What's what and how many. You will have the ability to respond when, how, and if you want to. This way, we can work as a team to build a support system around you so you are not alone in this fight. I am sure you feared what would happen when he got out of that suitcase and what he may do to you as a result. I can only imagine what you were going through. I recall how my heart broke watching the police body cam video from the incident when George kicked you in the eye the day he took your ID and cigarettes. So you walked to the gas station and bummed a smoke from a guy. When you got home, George was furious when he found out it was a man that gave you a cigarette. So George took out his anger through DV. Sidebar, and if you are a member of the Boone Farm, you know that that's not what happened. They were actually at the bar across the street called Muldoon's, and Sarah claimed that she bummed a cigarette and that made George angry. But we have deduced that George was embarrassed by her bumming behavior. As she said in her first message we read here, that she's been bumming stuff and people are tired of her. So it may be a pattern for her to bum stuff, and he may have been embarrassed by that. So George took out his anger through DV on you. You said to the cop that you didn't want George to go to jail. You were just tired of getting your ASS beat. That's such a heartbreaking and relatable situation to anyone who has ever experienced DV. Sarah, you were living in a terror, and the jury, the press, and the world needs to understand that. This brings me to my final reason for contacting you. Reason number 3. As I stated above, I work in production. I am a creative producer. What that means simply is I tell stories. I conceptualize and craft ideas into visual and audiographic art that speaks to the person experiencing the story I present to them. I am writing from my little home in Los Angeles, the land of Hollywood. I truly feel in my soul that I can help you, Sarah. My team and I can help to tell your story when you are ready to share it. Together, we can take back your power, allowing you, Sarah, to control your own narrative. I don't think it is right that people and the press are labeling you the suitcase Killer, capitalizing on your partner's untimely accidental demise. You love George, Sarah, and you still love George. People need to be reminded of that. Sarah, before I close this letter, I want to share one more thing with you. George's mother spoke with the media and told them that she has a lot of sympathy for you. She said that she does not hate you. And she went on to show compassion for you and yourself and your son, saying she does not have hate in her heart. I know you were not able to see the interview, but I thought that you deserved to hear her message of strength, compassion, forgiveness, and love. Sarah, thank you for taking the time to accept my request so that we can email one another. However, I am also sending this letter to you via old school snail mail. I loaded money onto my account for our email so we can easily communicate and get you to a better advantage to represent yourself and share your side of things with the public and the world at large. Sending grace and positive energy. Sincerely, Sasha. Juicy, right? Sarah was getting information from everywhere. She was getting a sensory overload. She felt so important. So many people were reaching out to her. But before she responds to Sasha, she's going to go ahead and get Christina, because Christina has sent her money, and that is most important with Sarah. We know that. So the subject is I love you, and she's saying, all the way in Massachusetts? You love me too. Thank you, darling friend, for the credits. I was writing a message to Lana about the court dates they lied about me not attending so she could look on the clerk's website, and I noticed. Gosh, what a surprise. Thank you, heart. I hope you're having tons of fun and smiling and sick of being hugged so much. Sidebar, Sarah is obsessed with hugging. Remember George's brother said that she tried to hug the dad and knocked him down and he fell like an elderly man. Did you send 5 pictures? It says that they're pending, but I don't know from who. I hope you think of me when you drink something good and alcoholic. Living through you. I met Billy today. 4 hours, and what we accomplished and are going to, he believes in me so much, Christina. I cried. Oh, WTF. Billy told me about effing Cashman. So he attempted 4 times to get on my case, threw himself at her to bring on board, and even was going to reduce his cost to help me. She told him he was not needed. He's done everything she's needed, and then just straight up no. She lied to me. Billy pursued me through her, and she refused him to help. Enraged, Christina. He said the moment he found out I was forced to be pro se, he called the JAC and asked to be on my case before they even asked him. Better late than never, huh? The Lord works in mysterious ways. Truly, so grateful. Billy is out for blood. I am blessed. Truly. So, tell me, because I hate to ask, but I don't know unless I do. Were you able to order the coffee back? Just trying to figure out what to plan on next week. Know that I love you forever, no matter ever, 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 ever. Just let me know when you have a minute, please. Thank you for you and your mom. Be safe. Live your life. Make memories. Miss you. Loves. Heart. And then we have our... Now, a sister scissor session would not be complete without Lana, of course, and Sarah has to fill her in on what's going on with Sasha. Sasha has been reaching out to her several times, saying the same thing over and over, just, I want to represent you, I want to tell you about your image on the media. So, Lana reaches out and Sarah reaches out to Lana, and the subject is, who is this? She just wrote me for the second time this weekend and really wants me to respond or call. Sasha, Diva Productions. Hi, friend. I slept and watched the movie. Thank you. I'm so depressed. It's making me mad, literally. I keep gritting my teeth subconsciously, then wondering why my head hurts. I'm all over the officers and inmates being curious and keep asking me over and over and over about everything, and the laptop, and no internet or phone, and how are you going to do all that? I cannot describe how I feel. Hopeless. Sidebar, so apparently even at the prison, she is famous. Everybody's hounding her, asking her questions. They're probably jealous about the laptop, curious, about the phone, privileges she has, and they're asking a lot of questions, and she's getting upset. I cannot describe how I feel. Hopeless, stressed, angry, confused, sad, and POS said I'm worthless. Kinda sealed it. Especially that I've not spoken to my son the whole summer. No attempts by him at all from POS poisoning and turning him from me. The entire 3-month summer. And you can talk about him, just not all the time. I don't want to discuss anything with anyone else, so you're more than welcome to console and inform me, please. I'm sick of all this. Sick and really effing mad. So, this woman wrote me how she's a victim of DV and feels the need to help me to get my statement and thoughts and feedback out about what's going on in my life in jail and the courtroom. She wants to send me videos and articles and blogs and vlogs, details said about me. One of the big things she wants to know about me is Court TV's recent cover story on their YouTube channel. What's that about? Her statement to me was she is upset so many people are profiting off my trauma and suffering while I'm fighting for my life. She put money on her phone and also mailed a letter of the same message. I hate that I can't forward to you. I don't know specifically what she wants from me other than a story or slogan or something from me to put on her channel. I don't see what the point is to send me all the negativity generated from wherever other than to frazzle me. What am I going to do with it? See what you can find out if you have a minute. Again, she wrote me twice now. What do you think? And of course, Lana being the ever faithful sidekick to the evil villain that is Sarah, was right on it. She found out exactly who Sasha was. Like, she got Brian's credit card statements. Was she like a private detective in another life? So the subject is, Who is this? Hey, sorry I didn't answer last night. I crashed out early. We were out all Sunday and I was just straight up worn out. My son was off from work as he is taking the week off, so all three of us went out to the lake. It's Minnesota. There's always a lake somewhere. Sasha, she's a big presence on the internet. She's another producer, actress, director, and she is a trans woman assigned male at birth. She has listed on her LinkedIn as a transgender activist and is also a actress, producer, director. She has one actress credit called Wives with Knives and a documentary she has involved in called Stiletto. So she is another documentary person, but what makes her different is that she has a lot more politically oriented stuff. Kind of like the protest/pride marcher type. She has a YouTube video out about her personal story, and one of the things she talked about is that she is 5'11" and now weighs 219 pounds. Yes, she used to weigh 375 pounds. So she talked about losing over 165 pounds. It's up to you if you want to talk to her. I'm guessing she wants to feature you too, like Julian and Peter, but she is on a much, much smaller scale, and her videos are towards a more targeted and political ideology. I personally wouldn't like being political. I don't hate transgenders or LGBT, but I'm not the kind of person who is comfortable with activism. I would not like to be in this girl's documentary because I keep my political views very private. When I went to Massachusetts to visit my friend Sarah, that was the first and last time I ever got political, and that was to support her run for mayor of South Hadley. I promise you, if you ever run for public office, I'd publicly support you too. So that's Sasha. Her picture is all over the place. I sent you one on here. Her birth name as a man was Nicholas. You're the boss. Now, you know everything about her. Oh yes. Then she names her company and talks a lot about being a transgender activist and fighting for the rights of marginalized people. Again, political focus. Whatever floats her boat. Switching gears. Thank you so much for the honor of talking to you about your son and family. I know it is probably the subject that hits you close to home, which means there is a great deal of pain discussing it. I will also keep in mind that if you ever say, let's put that subject to the side and I don't want to talk about it, I will instantly be happy to do so. I care a great deal about you. And now that you know me better as a friend, well, you know that I talk to you mother to mother. Your former husband can try to poison him, but he can never break the bond. There will always be a place where he loves you and he is at the mercy of your former husband. There will come a time when he can't be contained or guilted into not loving you. He is acting out because he is in as much pain, if not more, than you are. I will pray for you both to find each other again. A mother's love never ever dies, Sarah. With that, I'll leave it there because I love you to the moon. I won't tell you not to be mad. Mad is your fuel this week to focus. You clear your mind of distractions and get the job done, Sarah. Ephesians. Be angry and yet do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and do not give the devil an opportunity. You are going to win, Sarah Boone. Like that old 90s drinking soda song that used to play on the radio all the time says, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. Ha ha ha. But now I have to drink vitamin water instead of whiskey, vodka, lager, or whatever they reference in that song. I do not miss hangovers. Take care, my friend. You are not worthless. You have worth, and with me and with the world, always. So with all of this documentary talk, Sarah has an idea, and it is my official title. And finally, Sarah gets a message from her brother, family, someone that she probably would love to hear from at this time, and someone who could send her credits for Jumpin' Java. And Philip, his message subject simply says, responds to thank you. Hey there, I saw you on TV again. This time, you didn't have to wear handcuffs. Good for you. I ordered 2 packages. They still don't have the one you like. Just want you to know that I am here for you and that I love you. Be strong and keep your head up. Love you.
I'm done? For now? How long does this stuff take to get back? The
Most
FDA
of that
results?
you won't get back. The swabs and stuff will stay.
But I'll know about it?
Sorry. Our dispatch center keeps calling my phone, and I keep having to have other people call them to see what they need.
I hope you all can really both truly understand that that was not my intent. I miss him a lot.
I mean,
No more.
but my question has remained the same. What do you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position like that?
Yes, but you have to understand too.
No, just what would you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position?
I had no idea because I've never done it before.
Oh, do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no? Everything we've talked about today?
Yes. What do you mean?
He has to swear. Remember how I swore you yesterday on the audio recording? I just forgot, so he raised his hand to remind me, to tell you.
Okay.
Do you promise and swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
For which
True and
everything?
accurate to the best of your knowledge.
What, that it wasn't intentional?
Everything you've
Everything you
said
told
today, everything that's come out of your mouth has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.